What's up everybody, Dylan Johnson here, and today I'm going to be taking you through a killer back workout. But first, intro. Now, before we get into today's workout, let's see some of that juicy B-roll from today's meal prep. Because you know how much I just, love that B-roll. Let's go. I don't know about you guys, but I sure am hungry after seeing that. Now, we're gonna get into the workout here, and as you guys can see, show you guys, I've got it up on my computer over here. So I'm gonna be watching what you guys are watching, kind of going through things as you guys are seeing it. With this workout, there's a couple things I want to touch on beforehand, and that's, as I mentioned in my last couple of videos, my training style is going to be changing a little bit. Now what that means is I'm going from lifting fairly heavy to increasing my volume, decreasing the weight, and then incorporating different ways to increase the intensity. So as you'll see with this workout, I'm doing a lot of volume, keeping my reps between 12 to 15, and then I'm also going to be doing FST 7 sets. So without further ado, let's get right into the workout. Okay. Starting off, I'm going to be doing just some standard lat pull downs. Now with this movement, you're going to be starting with 2 warm-up sets just to kind of get everything going, get the muscles firing, get the blood flowing. And this is actually after I've done my usual warm-up routine. So a little bit of dynamic stretching, some foam rolling, lacrosse ball. I take a band and I warm up my rotator cuffs. Definitely something that I would recommend everybody do before they start out any kind of workout, is warm up those muscles, whatever you're gonna hit that day. Especially if it involves any kind of rotator cuffs. So anything upper body, always warm up those rotator cuffs, helps prevent injury. So like I said, first 2 sets were just nice, loose warm-up sets, keeping the weight fairly light, going around 10 to 12 reps. Next, getting into our working sets here. You can see I took off my hoodie just so that I could show you guys the muscles a little bit better. Nice controlled reps. So if you watch my tempo here, you see I'm under control the entire way down and the entire way up. Now if you see here, look at the bar position. It's only coming down to just about chin level. I'm not pulling down any further, because after I pull down past my chin, I'm going to start to disengage my lats and take tension off of those and put it more onto my front delts, my forearms, my biceps, muscle groups that we're not trying to target. So by keeping the range of motion a little bit shorter, you'll also notice on a lot of those reps I'm not fully extending, so fully stretching at the top. I'm keeping constant tension on those lats. And that's just going to, again, keep constant tension. So with that, 4 working sets, all of them target rep range is around 10 to 12, maybe 14 reps. Next, moved into, these are trap bar bent over rows. Now, if you don't have a trap bar, you can just do dumbbell rows or barbell rows. Personally, I would prefer barbell rows, just because you can go a little bit heavier. Even though, again, we're not trying to go super heavy. We're just keeping the weight light, focusing on the movement. But with this, you can see, as I started to fatigue, pumping out a few extra reps using a little bit of momentum. Good movement there. I like the hand position of that, just because it keeps your grip in a more neutral position, so you don't use your forearms as much, you don't use your biceps. It really helps isolate the lats. Next, this is one of my favorite movements, favorite rowing movements. If you don't have like the hammer strength machine row, and this is just a cable row so that you can do in place of that. So personally, I would prefer the machine, but because we don't have one here, the plate loaded machines, I just use a cable and a bench, and gets pretty much the same effect. Now you'll notice with this, I finished off with like 5 partial reps after I hit about 12 to 15 reps for my working sets. And on the last exercise, the working sets were 4 working sets and around, like, I think 10 to 12 reps. The whole workout will be down in the description, so check it out down there if you want. And then again with this, as you'll notice, I'm keeping my hand in a more neutral position as it comes back, really allowing it to stretch my lat. And then when I come back, I'm twisting so that I can better squeeze and engage the entire lat as I'm squeezing at the peak of the movement. So again, really good movement there, one of my favorite type of rows. Next, moving into something a little different, this is going to be a cable shrug row. So as you can see here, it's a combination of 2 movements. We're going to be rowing the cable in and then shrugging up. So you can see it's almost a 2-stage movement here. I row, then I shrug. You can really see it in this one, row, shrug. So right there, we're hitting our lats, then we're hitting our traps. And this is a really good movement just to kind of engage the center back. This is one of my favorite movements to do that. Before you start going heavy again, because normally you can go a decent amount of weight on this one, be sure that you have the form down before you start adding a lot of weight. And you can see here, I'm actually shrugging my shoulders forward at the bottom of the movement, just to get a little further stretch in the center of my back. With that, we're going to be doing 4 sets and about 15 reps each set. Next, we're going to be moving into our FST 7 set, and this is actually going to be an FST 7 superset. So we're going to be doing 2 movements. First, as you can see here, is just a standard cable pullover, and we're going to superset that with a high cable row. And you'll see that here in a second. With the cable pullover, big key to this is focus on keeping your elbows locked in position, so you're not going to be bending them in and out. You don't want to have them super locked out, because then you put a lot of tension on that joint. So just a nice bend, and then pull straight down through your lats. Squeeze and pinch your shoulder blades together at the bottom of the movement, at the peak, and then nice full stretch up. Here, immediately, without changing anything, move straight into a high cable row. Now with this, you can see I've got my hands in a more underhand neutral position, and I'm pulling in, squeezing those shoulder blades together again, and really engaging a little bit more the middle back and that lower lat. So with this, we're going to be doing 7 sets of 15 reps on each exercise. Now, what we're doing between sets is we're going to be focusing on flexing and contracting the muscle. So that's going to be our lats and our traps as much as possible. And what that's going to do is it's going to force extra blood into those muscles, so that while we're resting, and this is gonna be our rest. We're actually not gonna take much of a rest, but while we're resting, we're expanding those muscle bellies, and that's gonna help us shape and change the muscles so that we can better fill them out and engage more hypertrophy down the road. So you can see there, just really focusing on flexing. So that's gonna be about a 30-second flex between sets, and then we're gonna take maybe about a 10-second actual rest, and then move straight back into another set. And you're gonna repeat that 7 times. And trust me, you wanna go a little bit lighter to start. It might feel light, but after that 4th or 5th set, it's gonna really start to burn. So give that a try if you haven't tried it before. Next, we're gonna be combining this with a core workout. So as you can see, this is a really interesting machine. Really just focuses on targeting the core. I like this better than like decline crunches. It kind of just feels a lot better. And it's gonna be an actual circuit. So we're gonna be doing 3 circuits with 3 different exercises. And for me, this is just mainly because I haven't done core in a long time. I'm not gonna be doing super intense exercises. But you see, started with the crunch, then I moved into just some of these V crunches. Sit on the very end of a bench, grab the end underneath your butt, and then just start bringing your legs in as you crunch up, then nice and slow out. With all of these core movements, next we're gonna just be doing some oblique twists, but with all of these core movements, anytime you're contracting the core, really focus on exhale. Oops, sorry, spit at the camera there. But really focus on exhaling as you're contracting that core. That'll really help engage those core muscles and just give you a really tight and stronger contraction. So, including on this oblique twist, as you're twisting, engage your obliques, engage the obliques. Fortunately, the audio was pretty bad there, so you couldn't hear. Otherwise, I've overlaid in. One of these next videos, I'll throw in the audio so that you can hear as I'm going through the movements. I'm exhaling anytime I'm contracting my core. And that's a big key with any core movement. Really focus on that exhale so that you can tighten that core and really engage the muscle a little better. So overall, really great workout. Give it a try if you want. Let me know down below if you tried it, what you guys think. And the biggest thing I would say, and for all of my workouts that I'm going to be showing you guys over the next week or so, they're all going to be featuring an FST 7 set somewhere in there for every single muscle group. Now, if you've never done FST 7 in the past, what I would highly recommend is only pick maybe 1 or 2 muscle groups and try those first before you start doing every single muscle group with all of your workouts. Because this is a very advanced form of training, you're going to be a lot more fatigued than what you might be used to. Biggest thing though, like I said, give it a try, see how you like it, and if you like it, start slowly incorporating it. Don't just dive straight in and throw it into every single workout if you've never done it in the past. That's a great way to injure yourself if you really want to do that. But the biggest thing is really just focus on keeping the intensity up your entire workout. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm gonna be doing a lot more stuff like this from now on. Kind of made it one of my personal goals to like take the ordinary and turn it extraordinary. I want to try and find one thing every week that I can like really take it and enhance it through cinematography and videography and everything, and just kind of play around with it, because that's something that I've really been having fun with lately. I hope you guys enjoyed that with the meal prepping and stuff. I know I'm not great yet, but it's gonna get there. If you guys liked the video, comment down below, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to share, subscribe. If you don't like it, dislike it, I don't care. You guys know. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll catch you in the next one.